Today we're going to be looking at the Chuck Berry classic Around and Around, and it's really kind of a compilation, a distillation of everything that is Chuck Berry. It's a 1-4-5 with some simple licks, chunky rhythm. We're going to look at all the parts. There's basically 3 parts. There is the chunky rhythm in 1-4-5. There are the fills that he plays during the verse and chorus, and there is the solo, which he plays the same figures that he plays for the fills. So it's really just 2 parts, actually. He mixes up a little bit for the solo, and I'm going to show you that here. One of the reasons I wanted to pick this lesson is, one, for the simplicity, because I'm trying to show, as in all my lessons, that anyone can play fairly rudimentary lead guitar. And 2, because you can take these 2 classic licks that Chuck plays throughout this song and intersperse them into your own playing when you're jamming with your friends, etc. Okay, so the song is in B major. The rhythm is a very simple, okay. You could play it up here if you wanted to, the B at the 7th fret. Chuck doesn't, he plays it here. Then it goes to the 4, which is an E, and then back to the B, and then the 5 is an F sharp, and back to the 1. That's it. That's the rhythm. I did throw a little in there a couple of times. That just spices it up a little bit. You don't have to. You can play it straight. But just spicing up your rhythm, playing a little bit. Okay, that's the rhythm. Simple. B, E, F sharp. Since it's in B, where would you expect the licks to be? Well, you'd expect them to be up here at the 7th fret, which is your first position B, whether you're playing major or minor pentatonic. Chuck does a mixture of both, but his songs tend to be more major, and that's what we're looking at here. So I'm going to run through the solo and then break it down for you, which again will also cover the verse fills. I'm going to pick this up at about 48 seconds in. Don't you love it? A time when there was a solo break in a song before the song even reached the 1-minute mark. Okay, I extended it into the verse and chorus there to show you that it's the same licks that he plays in the solo that he plays in the verse and the chorus. So that's kind of cool. Just shows you that simplicity is beautiful and it works. You don't have to overthink these things and get overly complicated with them. I'm going to look at the licks in reverse. I'm going to look at the sliding 6th lick first. So this is sliding into a B6. B major, right? You're sliding F shape from the 1st position, come up to the 7th position. If you put your pinky down on the 9th fret, 2nd string, then you have a B6. It's a really common chord chord and swing and rockabilly. He plays the top 3 strings. Other times he'll play the 4-3-2. In Memphis, Tennessee, I believe he's long distance information. Don't quote me on that, but I believe in Memphis he plays 4-3-2, but in Around and Around he plays 3-2-1. First finger, 7th fret, 1st string, middle finger, 3rd string, 8th fret, and either your ring or your pinky on the 9th fret, 2nd string. Slide into a B6, resolve to an A6 at the 5th fret. He does that over the 1. What do you think he does over the 5, or the 4, which is an E chord? He goes up to E6, 12th fret, resolve to 10th fret, a D6, back to the 1, B6 to A6. Over the 5, which is an F sharp, you're going to come to the 14th fret, which is F sharp. And in the solo he goes, which is really cool, back from the F sharp 6 to the E6. The only thing he really does differently between the solo of the sliding 6 and the verse of the sliding 6, in the solo he jumps it up a little bit. It's more like, he kind of does some upstrokes. That was sloppy, but whereas in the verse it's more like, it's just slightly hopped up, slightly jumped up, a little bit more swingy, okay? But he plays the 1 over the B, the 4 over the E, and the 5 over the F sharp. You get the idea. The other one is, of course, the absolute most classic Chuck Berry lick, which is a double stop lick, which means you're playing 2 strings at once. Bar the first 2 strings at the 7th fret. Bar the 2nd and 3rd strings at the 9th fret. 3rd string, 7 to 8, hammer on. And then play those first 2 strings again. You probably, if you're at this lesson, you probably know this lick already. This is the most common Chuck Berry lick of all time. Keith Richards lick, Keith borrowed it from Chuck. Everyone's played this lick. So if it's not in your arsenal, it should be, and it is now. And it's notes out of that B major pentatonic. The 1, the 6, the 5, the 4, and then hammering from the minor 3rd to the major 3rd, and back to that 1 and 5. The major pentatonic scale would be. So, now here's an interesting thing. You could play that over the 1-4-5 by going over the 1, then when you switch to the 4, go, and then back to the 1. 5, 1. But Chuck doesn't. He chooses to just play that lick over all 3 chords, and it's beautiful in its simplicity. So just know that you can do either thing. This is a lick that you can play over the whole chord progression if you're in a 1-4-5, and just hang there like he does. I think he plays it 8 times in a row, right? He doesn't bother moving around like he does when he does the sliding 6 thing. Okay? That was a little brief, little quick, little sloppy today, but just a fun Chuck Berry thing. Play around with it. Play along with it. I'm using, it's off camera, but a Yamaha THR10C that I have my iPod plugged into my iPad, and that's a great way to jam along with songs. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.